Well, it's time for another real fix real fast. This time we're going to look at an '01 Nissan Maxima with a 3.0 engine. Now our complaint here is after driving for a while it loses power and it stalls. It will crank, but it won't start. After sitting it seems to start and run okay, but the problem repeats itself. Now you've always heard, pay close attention to what the driver says about the vehicle, and here's a classic example. Notice here, after driving, it stalls. After sitting, it runs. There's the repeat. After driving, a problem. After sitting, it's fixed. I should say it's fixed, but the problem just repeats itself. Look for that in your diagnosis. Now what do we have here? We've got a PO340 cam sensor problem. So we did a visual, checked over everything. We looked for any TSBs related to this. Reviewed the PID data and the freeze frame. That's something you really should do on all of these when you're trying to track down the problem. So we suspected the cam sensor. We need some evidence, so it's time to get out the lab scope and see what we can find. Now this happens to be probably one of the easiest cam sensors I've ever had to look at. It's right there. It's very easy to get to tap into and test. Now we hooked up our lab scope and we found a normal signature. Nothing really seemed to be out of line. What's a normal signature look like? Well, I was looking for some sort of irregularity since I was suspecting the cam sensor. But if you look at the pattern here, we basically got 0 volts, that's right down the middle, and this is a min-max reading, where you've got 10.5 negative and 10.8 top. That's your min-max. If you see the pattern here, it's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your firing order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the cam sensor signal. This is a normal one. I looked at this and I thought, well, 10.8, that's a little bit low. I was suspecting to have battery voltage. Maybe that's the problem. So I'm going to let this vehicle sit and run for a while.
Pay attention.
After it ran for a while, you see where basically the midline is back to 0. But we've got some evidence now. Negative 4.1, 4.4 on our min-max. If you look at the signal, it looks less. Well, it is less voltage. Remember, your lab scope is showing voltage. But we're still counting the firing order. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So now we've got some evidence. We put in a brand new cam sensor and looks what happens to our voltage. 13.3, 13.4 on your min-max. We're still counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and the signal looks normal. So paying close attention to what your customer said, using your lab scope, and gathering evidence, this cam sensor was bad. We put in a new one and solved the problem.